I really enjoy playing the piano and viola. The two instruments are very different, and they use slightly divergent musical notation. The piano uses a bass and treble clef to draw the notes on, and the viola uses an alto clef, and so I have to learn a whole different meaning for the notes I see. If I can't interpret the musical notation correctly, then the piece doesn't sound right. The music also has different dynamic directions marked on the sheet. Terms like pianissimo or mezzo forte. Without this, I can't play the music to sound like the composer wanted it to. Or in an orchestra, I could be playing a different sound to those around me. Different notation systems are used in everything from chemistry to computing and management to medicine. Well, what notation systems do you need to know in maths? Let's find out. This is Think 4. You are using various different mathematical notations throughout the higher maths course, and you need to use them fluently and with confidence. Notation is very important in the calculus topics. When you have a function, it will start with y equals or f of x equals. Once you differentiate, you must write dy by dx or f dashed x. In this question, the curve y equals f of x is such that dy by dx is 4x minus 6x squared. The curve passes through the point negative 1, 9. You're asked to find y in terms of x. The question has a differential equation, so you need to integrate to find the function. When you're writing down integration notation, you must write the integration symbol and then dx at the end. Once you integrate, you no longer need the integration symbol and the dx. When you're finding the inverse notation is vital, and working has to follow from line to line. It's really important that your inverse function has notation g minus 1 of x. Have a look at the notes on the marking instructions in the 2019 Paper 2, Question 8. In the vectors topic, you need to use the right notation so that you are in fact showing magnitude using the vertical lines, or using the notation for scalar product u dot v. You also need to be sure that you read questions carefully and are giving a vector or a coordinate depending on what you're asked for. In all these situations, you can lose marks if you get the notation wrong, even if the answer is right in the end. It's really important that the working follows from line to line, and that you use the equals sign correctly in your solutions, or you will lose marks. Lots of students lose marks when they are completing the square. If you use an equals sign from line to line, then be careful. It's worth looking at the marking instructions and commonly observed responses in the 2019 Paper 2, Question 7. It's also essential that you include equals 0 when you should. For example, you must have it when you're solving a quadratic equation, often after saying dy by dx equals 0 for stationary points. In the higher exam, to get full marks for your working, you need to be using the correct notation and ensuring your working is clearly communicated and follows from line to line. So, whether you are a composer using musical notation to write beautiful music, or just someone trying to get better at maths, your skills of notation are crucial. Just make sure you sort out your mathematical notation first, then you can write your concerto. The end, or in musical notation, coda. This was Think 4. Thanks for watching.